Hello and have a lovely evening. As I just promised, this is the Traveling Tuesday. How can I travel if I don't have much money? English session. So we just did a session in German and I gave some tips and I will do that now in English. I can see we have 2 viewers right now. So I think I can be sure I'm live. I'm always like, oh, I don't know. Am I live? Yes, I am. I'm live. And there are 3 of you. Lovely. So let me know in the comments who you are, where you come from, and what you want to know from me. As you can see, my name is Romana Hasenöhrl, and I'm a long-term traveler, which means since 2015, I'm traveling up to 4 months per year in my old Volkswagen van. And I have to promise and admit, I almost spent not no money, but very little money. And as so many people just asked, how do you do that? You know, how can you travel for a month per year? How can you finance that? I promised to give a short session about how you can keep your costs down when traveling. And my first tip is, I wrote down some tips here so I don't forget anything. The first tip is, you know, in this group, we're talking about the happiness mindset. So that's the most important part. Happiness mindset means we're gonna like build a little pillow or a big pillow, large pillow for your soul. So when the going gets tough, when times get rough and your life is not easy, that you don't fall on like solid stone, but you fall on that pillow, that happiness mindset that keeps you from like getting desperate. And working on that happiness mindset is what we do here in this group, step by step, challenge by challenge. First challenge will start in October, and I'll let you know, of course, so you can plan it. And I always say that like being happy is really hard work. It's that hard work, like you have to work hard when you want to become a millionaire. Because, we get taught as kids so many things, but we never get taught, or most of us don't get taught, how we stay happy even when life like hits us hard. And that's what we're gonna learn here. And one part of the happiness mindset is the traveling mindset. Why? Because I know, since I've been traveling so much, and I haven't been traveling only since 2015. I've been traveling a lot before, but these are the long-term travels now. And I know that traveling opens up your mind, If you're living like in job, family, and nothing else, job, family, fitness, nothing else, you have like that small part of reality you're in. But where's the rest? You can't see it. So you have to step out of that small part of reality you own and learn something new, get to know new people, travel, like get to know new landscapes, new countries, and get to know yourself. How are you acting when you're a stranger somewhere, because we feel very safe back home. So that's the traveling mindset. And the first thing I want you to think about is when you say, I want to travel more, how can I afford that? That's everything so expensive. Then take a piece of paper like I did earlier and write down, what do you expect from traveling? How should it be so you can be happy? Write it down. And if you write down on that piece of paper, oh, I love to just stay in a 4-star hotel and stay at the pool and have a drink every morning or night, then that's not traveling. That's a holiday. And that's okay. Everyone needs a holiday once in a while. But traveling is different. Traveling means that you really open up. You meet people who live in that country, not only waiters in a club, people who live in a country. You work abroad, you work in different countries, you share your thoughts. So that's traveling. So when you write on your piece of paper what you really want, you can find out, is it traveling what I want? Or am I just so exhausted I only need a holiday and thank you, good night? And that's okay, But if you want to travel and you say, I don't know how I can afford that, gosh, I don't know, then think of, first of all, are you employed or not, of course? So if you're employed, then the chances to travel are a small amount of time you have per year, of course, but you still can do it. And the other thing is, if you're self-employed, which parts of my company can I do while traveling? In my case, I'm a writer, so I write books and I do a lot of press work for big companies. So all my clients know in September she's on the road again, and she will come back end of November, Christmas, around that. So they know they cannot have real meetings with me in this time. And if I get clients who don't want that, I have to tell them, I'm so sorry, but we can't do that. It's not possible, because I won't stop traveling just because you need a text for your new website. That's not worth it. So I don't want to sound like I don't care about money and I don't need it. I need it like you do. But be aware what your worth is and what your dreams are worth. So they are not worth getting not done because somebody wants you to be somewhere at some time. I hope that's proper in English, Stick to yourself and find out what you really need. So that's one part, to find out what can I work while I'm traveling, what can I do? And of course, online businesses, they are made for a lifestyle like that. Then it's much easier, having an online shop or an online school, online workshops. That's much easier, of course. If you don't have that, then maybe if you're self-employed, there is the possibility to do parts of that, what your company needs while you're traveling. That's a good idea, I think. So what to consider little money? Daniela asked the question. Okay. Daniela, if you're still here, I'm going to answer the question in a moment. Just write, I'm here, and I answer that in a moment. And that's, I guess, my next part of this Traveling Tuesday talk will answer that. When you're traveling, of course, one of the cheapest ways to stay abroad is camping. Yeah, she's here. So here it comes. First, I answer your question. What do you consider little money per month? Okay. I have to admit, normally, up to the end of last year, I have my business now since 2013, and I'm never able to keep some money for later, for bad times, whatever. When I'm traveling, I can. And normally you must say, how does it work? Because I pay my apartment back home. I still pay it while I'm traveling. And I have to pay the fuel, the gas for the car. And of course, I have to eat and drink and stay somewhere, maybe on campsites. But the thing is, when you're a camper or staying in a van, there are many possibilities. You can stay for free in Europe. And that does not mean you stay somewhere next to the road in a real bad neighborhood. I don't mean that. And in most European countries, it's not allowed to camp wild or free. So I'm gonna share my screen again. yeah, it's gone. Sometimes I hate it when it works out like that. Hold on, I tried to keep on talking and doing the screen sharing next to it. And you have the banner now. You see, that's my website. And I tried, here it is. Here's the screen sharing thing. So we're going to do that. And I want to share, where is it? So, yeah, here, I want to share this one. Good. Now here we have it. Good. That's my website. You know, I get back to this landing page over here. That's my website, bullireisen.eu. And I founded that one in 2015 after my first 3-month trip, because I had so many ideas I wanted to share, so I shared them. So if on this side you go somewhere, you know, you like scroll down, go somewhere, and then you find that little search window over here, you know, search window over here, and you type in Landvergnügen. That's Landvergnügen. I'm so sorry, that's all in German, but you can trust if you like find a campsite there or something like Landvergnügen. That's a very personal tip of mine. You can be sure that's fine. Every campsite on this page is tested by me, and it's liked by me, and is clean and nice and whatever. And they got real good prices. But except from the campsites, you find here this little story about Britstops. And here there are some links in it, because that's a system, Britstops and Landvergnügen and Frostpassion and Greenstop 24 for Italy. That's a system where people like created one of these booklets over here. You can see it in the picture, or a website, and you pay a yearly fee, very little. I guess for Greenstop it's still 18 euros per year, and for those Britstops it's 34 euros per year, and you pay that, and then you get that booklet or a code for the website, and then you can like get to over 1,000 destinations, pubs, restaurants, castles, farmers, like olive farmers, wine farmers, whatever, and stay there for free, completely for free. So that's what I would, or what I tell everybody who wants to save money while traveling. Buy one of these things and work with it, because next to the point that it's free, you pay 0 for staying overnight. You're safe there. You know, that's not just a parking lot on some like highway stop. You're safe there. These are farmers. Most of the destinations are in the countryside, away from the big cities. So you're safe there, even when traveling alone. And you get in contact with the people. You have to talk the language, or even try to talk it, you know. So that's one of the real good things you can find on the website of mine. And you find very nice campsites over there. And that brings me back to Daniela's question. Normally, you can say that in this lifestyle, and I have to admit, first of all, I'm a vegetarian. And second is, I'm not a person who wants to party a lot or go out a lot. So when I'm traveling and you ask me, how many times have you been to dinner? I have, most of the time, it's 1 or 2 times per month, not more. And with that lifestyle, you can travel if your car doesn't drink like 28 liters per 100 kilometers. That's the point. You can do it with 1,000 euros. That's easily to make. If you have an apartment to pay back home, then you first of all have to make clear, is there a possibility I can rent it out? If not, try to cut down the costs you have outside of the apartment, you know. When I started traveling, I quit the fitness studio, I quit all the newspapers. I mean, that's just 50 euros per month, but it is 50 euros per month. all the small stuff you think you won't need when you start that new lifestyle. Just quit it. Try to get your fixed costs. Try to get them down. And I have to tell you one thing. When I started a long-term traveling, my business wasn't that nicely running like it does now. You know, now I don't have the problem, but in the beginning I had problems. So what I did was I made a clear decision. I want to travel. That was my life dream. I want to do that. So I stopped buying new stuff. No clothes, no shoes, nothing. The only things I bought were what were necessary for the car, because there you need, reparation kits and everything you need. That was the only thing I spent. And I did that for 3 years. So that's one thing which is very hard for some people. I have to admit it wasn't hard for me because I'm not the new stuff buyer anyways. So, for example, I bought a pair of jeans about 2 months ago because my other ones were like torn everywhere. They got loose on my body because they were so torn. And that pair of jeans I had for 3 years, and it was my pair of jeans. So maybe that sounds awful for some of you, but for me, it was a clear decision. I want to do that. And many people need that to go shopping once in a month and like spend 200-300 euros for clothing, but I don't do that. And that's 200-300 euros you can use for traveling. So that's what it is. But normally, Daniela, you can say, even if you stay at like campsites all the time, you can say in not high season, but afterwards, buy an Axi. That's a good tip as well. Buy an Axi book. That's Axi camping card. It's called. Hold on. You see here, you can put Axi in the search window on my website. You're gonna get there, and you can buy that booklet with a card, and then you get in low season most of the campsites for half price or cheaper, which means that when I travel with the card, I stay from like 8 euros, 11 euros to maximum 18 euros per day, with, of course, energy and showers and everything. And besides that, campsites which are members of Axi, there are many, many campsites in Portugal and Spain and southern Italy which charge that low prices, 8 euros per day. So let's say it's like 10, or let's say it's 15. Then you have 450 per month just for staying overnight. That's not that much amount of money. And then the next tip is, if you are in France, Spain, Italy, go shopping to farmers markets. I do that. I love it. And since I have my little dog, I just go to farmers markets because it's not allowed to bring her to shopping malls or big shops. And I don't want to leave her in the car. So you really can buy very, very cheap, fresh fruit and vegetables on farmers markets, eggs, milk, whatever, cheese. And if you try to live vegetarian, then that gets down the costs as well. That's it. So I hope, let's have a look. If that answered your question, Daniela. If not, let me know. I'm gonna fix that. Have a look. Okay. Yeah. No many more questions. So if anyone is watching that per replay and you have some more questions, just let me know. #replay question. I try my best to answer it. And have a look at my Bully Rising EU website. Yeah, Daniela says, thumbs up, very nice. Have a look at the website and be sure, okay, even if you don't understand the texts, I can show you, like, get back here. You can have, like, over here all the campsites, you know. For example, you travel to Albufeira. Let's say we could do that right now, just travel to Albufeira. Then you find here Camping Albufeira with the address, and then you know what how it looks like, and that I liked it over there, you know. So on this website, I won't put a campsite which is ugly. You can be sure. There are just websites on my and yeah, Wanda's going crazy, and I'm going off and away, saying thank you very much for watching. Next Traveling Tuesday, I want to talk about how you can work while traveling if you can't bring your own job with you. What can you do? Some things. I've been talking a lot to people who did that, and I can give you good tips about that. That's next Traveling Tuesday. And on Sunday, I will read from my new book, Traveling with the Blues. I'm awfully sorry it's not in English, but just that you know, on Sunday, you can have another life with me. And for now, I say, have a lovely evening, drink a glass of wine, dream of traveling, and stay happy. See you soon.